So you have an extra $5,000. What do you do with it? Do you apply it to the principal and pay down your mortgage? Or do you take that money and make an RRSP contribution? It's a common dilemma and no easy answer of one size fits all. However, there is a common one size will fit most and what is usually the best answer, and I'll go through that in detail. For those of you that are new, I'm Aaron, a 20-year corporate accountant and analyst. I talk about personal finance and investing. Now let's get right into it. To start off with, one factor you want to take into account is your income. If you have a high level of income and a corresponding higher tax rate, it might make more sense to contribute to your RRSP because this will reduce your taxable income, the amount of tax that you pay, rather than applying a prepayment towards your mortgage. However, the increased tax savings could outweigh the benefit of mortgage repayment. Likewise, if you're in a lower income tax bracket, that RRSP contribution and the tax savings might be less valuable, so perhaps it's better to put that money onto your mortgage, as this money would be going directly to the principal. Number two, interest rates. If you have a higher interest rate, it might make more sense to pay down your mortgage rather than make that RRSP contribution. Invest it, because this is, in a sense, what you're doing with that money. Usually, when someone makes an extra mortgage payment, which is a smart thing to do, this amount is applied directly to the principal, so you'll have less of a mortgage outstanding. By making extra mortgage payments, this shaves off months, even years off your mortgage and saves you potentially thousands of dollars. In a low interest rate environment, it makes more sense to apply that extra $5,000 towards your RRSP. But since it's a lower interest rate environment, the chances of you generating a higher return with your investment are also less. Number three, investments. If you can somehow pick a winning stock, or you have a rock star of a financial advisor, it might make more sense to make an extra RRSP contribution, which can net you potentially a higher return on your investment than, well, what your mortgage interest rate is. Mathematically speaking, that makes more financial sense. If you can somehow generate a guaranteed 12 to 15% return on your investment, you're much better putting that money towards your investment and an RRSP contribution than shaving off a few months off your mortgage, which is only 5 to 6%. So that's a smaller amount of savings. However, most investment portfolios, at least mine, and I predict yours as well, they don't go like this. Most investment portfolios look more like this. So there's no guaranteed set amount for an investment. No one can guarantee a percentage of return. And on that note, I just want to say again, I'm Aaron, a 20-year corporate accountant and analyst. And I speak from experience and have the academic background to back up what I'm saying. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, consider subscribing to my channel. Number four, your age. If you're in your younger years and you have time on your side, it might make more sense to make that RRSP contribution because your investment can grow and blossom and eventually develop into a great investment and generate a healthy return for you. However, if you're in your older years, I'd say early 50s, it might make more financial sense to make that extra mortgage payment, or heck, just pay the darn thing off if you can, to be mortgage free. Wouldn't that be great? Or at least get one step closer to doing that. Are you ready to hear my proposal? I think it doesn't have to be one or the other. Why not take a mix of both worlds? Get the best benefits of each of them. Make an RRSP contribution. Then, once that's made and you get that tax refund, take that money and apply it towards your mortgage. So your tax refund is helping you pay down your mortgage. Now, I understand with the cost of living in Canada, this is in Kansas, like the Wizard of Oz, and things have kind of gone downhill in Canada somewhat with the cost of living and housing crisis. You take that full $5,000 or whatever you have and simply apply it towards your mortgage, you'll have a lower outstanding mortgage balance. That's very nice. However, you will get nothing from the government, which isn't so nice. This way, you take that tax refund and get to apply it against your mortgage. So in summary, the only time you would take that $5,000 or whatever number you're playing with and apply it solely towards your mortgage would be if interest rates are increasing and the value of homes are decreasing. substantially in Canada, which doesn't appear to be happening. Of course, this is dependent upon which area in Canada you live, but for the most part. If you're wondering, as I'm sure you are, what types of mortgages allow you to make extra payments on your mortgage with little to no penalty, well, I'll put the list right here for you to look at. These include such mortgages as open mortgages, closed and prepayment mortgages, hybrid mortgages, and variable rate mortgages. However, be sure to check with your lender about the specifics of your specific mortgage. Don't forget, the deadline to make an RRSP contribution in 2025 for the 2024 tax year is Monday, March 3rd, not Monday, March 1st, because this falls on a weekend. Again, I'm Aaron, a 20-year corporate accountant and analyst. I teach about personal finance and investing.